Hey guys, HDvee here and welcome to a brand new video. Today we've got even more leaks to go over for the Indigo Disk DLC. Riddler just keeps posting more information about the second part of the hidden treasure of Area Zero expansion pass. We're going to be breaking all of it down today. If you're excited for the video though, as always, make sure to drop a like down below. There's trying to 500 likes. It does really help out. Leave a comment with your thoughts on any of the most recent leaks. Subscribe if you're brand new. Ring the notification bell. With all of that out of the way though, let's get into the video and I really hope that you enjoy. So, starting things off, we have Riddler here posting saying terrestrialized state or terrestrial form. So, of course, we were expecting a ton of terraforms in the Scarlet and Violet DLC from the leaks that we got way back when, before the DLC even came out. There was that legitimate leak that came out saying there was going to be a load of terraforms, and we have obviously got a couple, like obviously Ogerpon's got a terraform, Terapagos has got a terraform, and we were expecting a lot more though, because Riddler back then was like, yeah, there's going to be a handful of terraforms, but it seems that a lot of them have been scrapped, probably due to time constraints. It's a little bit like the Mega Flygon situation way back when, where that was supposed to get a Mega Evolution, but it just got scrapped because of time constraints and stuff like that. But here he is saying terrestrialized state or terrestrial form. He then goes on to say, what's the counterpart of these terms in Generation 8? Think twice before answering. So obviously, with Generation 8, you'd expect it to be like Dynamax or Gigantamax, just simply because that was the gimmick in Generation 8. We have Chuck here saying, gonna say terrestrialized state equals the state of being either Dynamaxed or Gigantamaxed, and then terrestrial form equals regular Eternatus. Note how Eternatus looks like it's already Dynamaxed with its red glow and size. When you stack them, you get Eternamax and Terapagos with the crown on its back. And we actually have a major gameplay leak here, because Riddler actually says they can stack. So you can stack a terrestrialized state and a terrestrialized form to make an even stronger mon. So it's basically exactly what Chuck here is saying, where you can basically where regular Eternatus is obviously the terrestrial form, so we'd have like the terraform of Terapagos, and then we'd also have the terrestrialized state as well as the terrestrialized form for the Terapagos, which would be like this Eternamax kind of situation, which is the very same one that we saw in the book. The Scarlet and Violet book obviously depicted Terapagos with the crown on its back, the massive tail on like the kind of globe circle-y thing, and that seems to be that looks like it's going to be the battle state of Terapagos, because that's going to be the terraform of it, which is of course the one that we've seen on like the gameplay and stuff with the big tail and everything and the big shell. That's the terraform, and then the terra state, like the terra battle state, is going to be like I say, the one that we saw in the Scarlet and Violet book. So really interesting there. We have this person here saying, can be referred to Terapagos actually in terms of Generation 8. The turtle that we see on the DLC cover is its form like Eternatus. Then when it's the boss battle, Terapagos will become the giant dragon turtle we see in the Scarlet and Violet book, and that will be its terrestrialized state. So that's like that's basically exactly what I'm saying. Like, that's exactly what I think is going to happen. And obviously we know that Dokotaro is also going to get like a terraform or a terrestrialized state or whatever. So yeah, it's going to be really interesting how it's all going to come into play, and it just makes me feel like Terapagos is going to be like really strong and actually like really difficult to defeat. We also have Andrew here saying, I'd assume that a terrestrialized state corresponds to normal Dynamaxing in Gen 8. All but a select few Pokemon can Dynamax, whereas terrestrial form sounds most similar to Gigantamaxing in Gen 8. It's very similar to Dynamaxing, but the Mon changes form and gets a new attack. So, yeah, maybe we went over it a few days ago where it looked like Terapagos was going to get like multiple abilities, and that seems to be the case. So, Terapagos in its like normal form may get a certain ability, and then obviously in the terrestrialized state and the terrestrialized form, it might get a really overpowered ability, which makes it even stronger. Maybe like a really amped up Protein or something like that, because obviously Protein has been nerfed in this game as well as Libero, and I don't see why they would get nerfed if it wasn't to make way for like something else. So that looks to be the case with like the Terapagos situation there. And we also have Light kind of breaking it all down here as well, saying the terrestrial phenomenon is the equivalent to Dynamax phenomenon. So we have that, and then the terraforms are the equivalent to Eternamax, but we will have the chance to get them. Eternamax Eternatus was not able to be obtained, which could also be another reference to the Master Ball that Riddler went over a couple of days ago. We covered it in like yesterday's video. This is the image here where he's saying, I bet you'll be unable to look steadily at this thing anymore after playing Sudachi 2. So it could be that the Master Ball is not going to be like available to catch like a certain Pokemon, just like we couldn't catch Eternamax Eternatus. Maybe the Master Ball is going to be a situation where we cannot catch the terrestrialized state and form of Terapagos or Dokutaro or something like that. And then Terra battle states are equivalent to Gigantamaxation. And then Terra, I don't know why I said Gigantamaxation. Terra battle states, you need a specific Terra type to get into them. And then Terra/battle state and terrestrial form will stack. It's kind of like busted that obviously they are going to stack. Like, that is literally his words. They do stack. You can stack terrestrialized state and terrestrialized form. This is the image obviously that we're talking about here. So this is obviously Terapagos in its terrestrialized form and state. It looks obviously different from the Terraform that we've seen from like the gameplay and like the images and stuff. This clearly looks a lot different. Like, the tail's a lot longer. It's got a crown on its back. It just looks like a more, I mean, obviously it's like artwork and stuff and it's like drawn, but it definitely looks different and it looks more menacing or more angry or something like that. So maybe it's like Dokutaro trying to summon this form or something like that. But yeah, this is the image we're referring to when we talk about the terrestrialized form and terrestrialized state of Terapagos. Well, it's right here anyway. And then, yeah, the Terapagos in the Scarlet and Violet book is terrestrial. Form plus Terra/battle state, the Terra Sus shell, that was data mine. So that's quite a big kind of, like, load of information to kind of go over. The fact that it can stack, and it's kind of, that has basically given us what we needed to know in the form of Terapagos. So we have Terapagos' normal state, we have its, which we obviously know about, it's shown in the anime, stuff like that, we got the official artwork for it. We have the Terraform of it, which again we know is confirmed because they literally say that on the official website, which is the one that we see in the gameplay and the images. And then this is the Terraform plus Terra state, so this is the third form of Terapagos. It's been right in front of us this whole time, from basically the start of Scarlet and Violet to what it is now, to the end of Scarlet and Violet. And this is what I mean, there's so many Easter eggs and hints and stuff throughout Scarlet and Violet, and yeah, this is another one right here. So we have that, and then we also have Riddler-Ku saying this here: did you know one of the former mightiest Pokemon is supposed to be getting a terrestrialized state but failed to debut because of some technical problems? So again, we were supposed to get another Pokemon that was going to get a terrestrialized state that was a former mightiest one. So when you talk about former mightiest Pokemon, obviously people are saying like Charizard just because it gets a form of everything. I don't think it was ever going to be Charizard. Charizard's not really a former mightiest Pokemon. It could be the fact that it's saying the mightiest Pokemon is in like the mightiest mark, one of the former mightiest Pokemon, which obviously we've had a lot of mightiest mark raids. But of course, one of them is in fact Charizard, but I don't think it would have been Charizard. It's been all the starters, but it's also been Mewtwo as well. You know, we had a Mewtwo raid, which was like a 7-star raid. It would have got the mightiest mark when you defeated it. And the fact that we had that big Mewtwo event, potentially it could have been like a little hint towards like a terrestrialized form of Mewtwo. But it could have been any of the starters. You know, it could have been Charizard, Decidueye, Samurott, Greninja, any of the, it could be referring to that with the mightiest Pokemon, or it could just be talking about one of the old mightiest Pokemon, you know, like Arceus, you know, like I say, Mewtwo, Rayquaza, something like that. But I think the fact that he's saying one of the former mightiest Pokemon, that, you know, the fact that he says mightiest, he doesn't say strongest, doesn't say powerful, doesn't say like one of the most former powerful, he just says the mightiest. And the fact that we've got and he does that, he does these with his, like his hints and everything like that. So I think it's referring to one of the 7-star raids, which again, it could be Charizard. It, you know, wouldn't be crazy to assume, but that's that. What do you think the mightiest Pokemon was as well that was supposed to get a terrestrialized state? Hopefully he lets us know, because it would have been cool to see which would have got one. But either way, that's that. And then we also have some Gen 5 stuff to go over as well that I wanted to quickly talk about. Again, I've still got a big Gen 5 video coming out. I don't know if it's already out or not. I don't know. I've had it recorded for ages. I just need to edit it. But either way, we have Light here talking about the Unova games, which again, all but confirmed for next year, saying with the new Unova games, we are going to receive, do you think that Dream World will come back? Anyway, I hope this service will stay more than 4 years as the last one and will be via mobile application with a solid support behind it. I remember with the launch, they closed it for 3 weeks. So obviously that's that. But then we actually have more Mordecai's here saying, adding on to my Unova theories, could Pokemon Dream World and Dream Radar from Black and White 2 make a return in Generation 9 via Pokemon Sleep if we get Black and White remakes? Which is a really good shout and a really good idea, because obviously Pokemon Sleep is now out. And it's going to be like a massive boost to that. If they can link the new Unova games and Pokemon Sleep, everybody going to be downloading Pokemon Sleep. Everybody going to be using it, especially if you get like the Dream World stuff. Will Dream World and Dream Radar from Black and White 2 return in general with Pokemon Sleep? These are all like the images and stuff for it. I definitely think it could 100% because you literally the dream world and we have Pokemon Sleep. That literally goes together like salt and pepper. And then we also have this one here as well. Adding on to my Unova remakes, Dream World Radar, return theory that Paradox Pokemon will come from dreams in the remakes. Heath spoke to someone in an unfamiliar place as if in a dream and designed the time machine disc machine we see in Area Zero. So a phantom memory. This is written by Heath, obviously. During our exploration of Area Zero's depths, I, Heath, stayed from the team and was later found unconscious. When awoken, I could only recall speaking with someone in an unfamiliar place, as if in a dream. I was found holding the page shown here. The handwriting is my own, but I have no memory of writing this. So he did, he wrote this in a kind of a state that he doesn't remember, like he was being overtaken. Potentially could be Dokutaro in that situation as well. It says there obviously as if in a dream. It could be a reference to Dream Radar. I'm not really too sure, but either way, definitely some pretty good food for thought there. Would you like to see the Dream Radar and the Dream World kind of back? I definitely would for Gen 5, especially if you didn't get to play the original Gen 5 games. I never got to really access the Dream World and stuff, but yeah, it'd be cool to see if that was back. And what better way to do it with Pokemon Sleep. But anyway, that's going to be everything for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please do consider hitting the like button down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes. It does really help out. Leave a comment with your thoughts on the new gameplay leaks that we got. What are your thoughts on them being able to stack terrestrialized states and terrestrialized forms? And also about the third Terapagos form as well. But yeah, that's everything from me. So yeah, leave a like, subscribe if you're brand new, ring the notification bell for daily Pokemon content. Have a fantastic rest of your day. And until next time, peace.